Welcome back to Coffee with Data. I am Aline Souza, and yes, I love coffee. My favorite one is double latte with almond milk. In today's episode, it is not just about AI, of course, because I spoke about human centric AI. So, today we will talk about what happens when intelligence becomes operational. And more importantly, what happens to us? Because for several years, high performance was about working harder. Then it became about working smarter. And now we are entering in an era where the highest performance may not even be the people doing the execution anymore. Can you think about it? How the world is changing and it is so fast. There are people orchestrating systems, and those people, they are changing everything. There is a new concept becoming stronger in Silicon Valley and large enterprises. It's called hyper independent contributor. Basically, it's a person empowered by agentic AI agents, automations, reasoning systems, copilots, LLMs, orchestration layers, and performance computers. And those people, they are producing the output that previously required entire teams. And honestly, that is exciting for me because I'm working for 14 years with AI, but at the same time, it's terrifying because if one person can suddenly execute like 10, companies start asking dangerous questions. Do we need smaller teams? Do we need different teams? Do we even need teams? Do we need managers in the same way we used to? Or do we even define productivity in the same way we used to? What is productivity today? And the part that most people are missing is not even those questions. This transformation is not fundamentally technological or AI, it is cognitive. The real disruption here is not artificial intelligence itself, it is the velocity that we take decisions. The people who thrive in this era will not necessarily be the most technical ones. They will be people capable of navigating an ambiguity, orchestrating intelligence. And when I say intelligence, it's not just artificial intelligence, but human intelligence, intelligence as a concept. People who is with clear communications, people who understood that machines are scaling the execution, and clarity becomes the competitive advantage. And this is where I strongly disagree with many conversations happening online nowadays, and a lot of people saying AI, artificial intelligence will replace everyone. I don't think that's accurate. Expose everyone, yes. I think AI is exposing everyone, especially organizational dysfunction. Companies with broken communications, low trust, unclear priorities, political bottleneck, and lack of strategical alignment will suffer even faster within artificial intelligence because AI amplifies systems. Good systems scale super fast, but broken systems collapse faster as well. And to be brutally honest, that's already happening. We are seeing enterprises investing billions into infrastructure, like NVIDIA becoming one of the most influential companies in the world. GPU wars, artificial intelligence discussions in Europe, massive data center expansions, cloud providers repositioning entire strategies around artificial intelligence compute. But infrastructure alone does not create transformation. People do. And this is exactly why I keep talking about human centric AI, because the future is not just about humans versus machines. It is about humans with machines. It is about the way we work with all this new technology we have in our hands. The companies winning right now are not the ones with the most AI tools. They are the ones creating operational clarity around AI adoption. And let's talk about something uncomfortable. A lot of professionals are anxious right now. I am receiving a lot of catch ups as people asking me for guidance, especially high achievers, because many of us build our entire identity around being the smartest person in the room, the faster executor, the person with all the answers in technology or in the business. But right now, artificial intelligence is democratizing access to knowledge, which means knowledge alone is no longer enough. And that's healthy, you know. Leadership was never supposed to be about memorizing information. It is about judgment. It is about the discernment, ethics, vision, communication, emotional regulation under uncertainty. Those are human capabilities. Those are leadership capabilities, mainly more important for leaders than for the leadees. And ironically, the more AI advances, the more valuable deep human skills become. I also think we are entering a psychological transition that companies are underestimating. People are not only adapting and new tool in a new AI era. They are adapting to a new relationship with work itself. For decades, productivity was associated with visible effort, long hours, meetings, constant urgency. But artificial intelligence breaks that visual logic. Within Agent AI, someone can produce extraordinary outputs in a fraction of the time. And organizations are still emotionally adapting to this because many leaders they don't have the basics and unconsciously they are rewarding visible suffering instead of intelligence leverage. And this is why governance matters, because governance used to be bureaucracy, and now what I see as well, it's a governance as intention, clear definitions. What should be automated? What should remain human? Where do we really need accountability? Where does a human review become non-negotiable? Where do we need a person reviewing, especially in areas involving ethics, health, finance, law, public trust? Because just because AI can do something, it doesn't mean it should be automated. And it should not be AI deciding everything as well. And I think this is where Europe is bringing a very interesting perspective with the AI Act and discussions around responsible AI. It is not perfect. I agree. It is not perfect. It's this first time, and I also say it is the first time we are living, and also the first time we are doing this. But it's necessary. We need innovation, but we need also maturity. I think professionals who will domain this new era are hybrids, not pure technologists, not pure business people, but translators, bridges, people capable of connecting technology, operations, psychology, governance, and strategy. People who are eager to build bridges between knowledge. People who understands that organizations are emotional systems before they are technical systems. And if you are listening to this episode feeling anxious about artificial intelligence, I want to leave you with something really important. You do not need to become a machine. You need learn and be more intentional, because the future belongs to people that can think clearly while everything accelerates. The future belongs to people who can simplify complexity. The future belongs to people who can create trust in uncertain periods. And that's deeply human. It's a human thing to be grounded in uncertainty. So maybe the question is not, will AI replace me? Maybe the better question is, am I learning how to work with intelligence itself? Because this new era is not just changing work, it is changing cognition. And the people who understand this earlier will shape the way we work, will shape the future, and not just being over there running left and right, guessing what is the next thing. So that's my message today for you in this episode. Do not be afraid because AI is here, but start questioning yourself. What do I need learn right now to be one of the builders and not just a person living in the system? Let's go out of the matrix. and start build the matrix. That's my message for you today, and that's how I see the way agent AI and all the way of work in this era is changing. This is Coffee with Data, and I see you in the next episode.